Hi, my name is Max Burnett. I'm a partner at Gowling WLG. Our firm is proud to sponsor BIV's annual publication of the fastest growing companies in BC. From establishing strong hiring practices to complying with legislation and managing workplace challenges, our employment and labor group at Gowling WLG is here to assist. Learn more at gowlingwlg.com.
Welcome to our series of podcasts from Business in Vancouver on British Columbia's fastest growing companies. I'm Kirk LaPointe, BIV's publisher and editor-in-chief. Today we're looking at the success of Quadrogen Power Systems. It's a Burnaby-based firm which ranked third on our list of 100 companies published this week in BIV. Quadrogen designs, builds, and installs gas cleanup and upgrading systems for the renewable energy sector. It grew over the 5 years we tracked the company some 5,400% to $8 million in revenue. And that's just the start. Its president and CEO, Alakh Prasad, is my guest. Good to have you with us.
Thank you, Kirk.
Now, listen, you're going so swiftly. What are some of the reasons behind this?
Hard work, a focused approach.
Yeah.
Clean energy area in general is growing, and a strong team.
How did you come to this area in such a way as to be almost in the right place at the right time now?
We had a keen interest working in a clean energy area, and my entire career has been very much in this space. So it was a very obvious choice for me to focus on a clean energy area, and biogas derived from any organic waste. We came to know that there's a problem where it is a challenging problem to clean up that gas. So this is why we focused on that problem to solve.
All right. So please keep it simple, but try to help me understand the technology and the process here, because it is fascinating on how it is, in fact, you can make these kinds of conversions.
The Quadrogen has the capability to clean up biogas to the parts per billion level of cleanup. That means we have the capability to remove the contaminants from biogas to the parts per billion level, B as Bob. And once we can clean that gas very well, then we have very advanced separation technology or upgrading technology to separate the biomethane from remaining gas such as CO2 and nitrogen and oxygen. And that biomethane can be injected to the pipeline or can be used as transportation fuel.
Wow. Is it a highly competitive field, or do you have some proprietary hold on the market?
We do have our cleanup process has been patented in several countries, including US, China, India, and some other countries, South Korea, and some other countries. And our advanced separation technology or upgrading technology, and the patent filing is in progress as we speak right now. So do we have the competitions? Yes, competition is there in the marketplace. But since we provide better technology in the marketplace at a competitive price, so we have been doing quite well from that perspective.
Yeah, it sounds like it. So tell me a bit, I mean, what size and kind of market can a company like yours have in the way of potential?
Right now, we have deployed our technologies in North America, US and Canada, and Latin America, Europe, and in Asia too.
But it sounds like it's such a vast opportunity for you. Are there tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of places where, in fact, your technology can be employed?
The answer is yes. The potential is huge, but it takes time to scale up the volume production and to meet the demand. So we are from the last year to this year, we have increased our manufacturing production capability from building something like around 14 to 15 units a year to right now we are at 50 units a year.
Wow. All right. How did you have to adapt in the pandemic in terms of manufacturing, your supply chain, your labor force? Tell me a bit about how that experience has gone.
This has been a challenging period for all of us, and so for Quadrogen too. And we took this opportunity to expand, focus on what needs to be done, and expand our volume production. Supply chain has been affected, undoubtedly. People have been getting sick due to COVID. So all these challenges have been there with us. But we have been very focused, and we have put in a lot of hard work to expand our capabilities in all the areas.
Yeah, you're an executive with a lot of experience in this field, but the pandemic is unique. What has it taught you about yourself as a manager, as an executive?
Anything is possible, and good and bad both. So we have to be prepared for very unwanted situations sometimes, like this one. Like this is not anybody had predicted or thought of that this kind of situation is going to come in. But being very focused and hard work and following all the precautions which are required, which we have done, and slowly we have brought things under control.
Brought it under control is very good. It's better than what most can say. So does the opportunity now with such, in North America in particular, such political support for renewable energy provide you with a whole other opportunity here to expand your market?
And the answer is yes, because there is a market pull, like due to those policies in place. So since the market pull is there, so we are very well positioned in that market space to meet that increased demand of our products and services.
Yeah. A lot of companies, of course, have some difficulty in keeping the intellectual property resident in Canada. Have you been able to ensure that what you've developed here in this country, kind of stays in this country in terms of IP?
And the answer is yes. Like we have taken all the precautions which are required as a company to protect our IP.
Yeah.
Like starting from trade secrets to patent filing to building our products which are proprietary in nature here in this country. So we do take care of that very well.
Yeah. So now that you've seen maybe some of the potential and the expansion in all this, how ambitious do you want this company to be, Alakh?
This year again, like we must have grown by more than 100%. Like in 2021, we will have that, and certainly we want to make good and significant progress, and we want to play a big role in this space.
Where do you think the next opportunities are for you?
Certainly, the US is a big market for us, and we want to focus on that market so that we can provide after-sales service to our customers very well in the US and Europe and China as well.
Yeah. This is, of course, some CEOs and founders almost talk about their companies like their family, their baby, and all of this. And for you, you're at a stage now where you can obviously do a little bit of looking back on how you built this company, but for your own personal ambitions in this, do you want to march yourself all the way into retirement with Quadrogen?
I don't have any plan right now to retire, and I don't even look into or contemplate that kind of retirement issues personally for myself.
Yeah.
We as a team at Quadrogen, we just want to focus on what needs to be done, and we put in a lot of hard work. The entire team works very hard, and we have very well-defined goals to achieve, and we have been meeting those milestones.
Yeah, because you've been able to be so successful, and clearly you've got so many things ahead of you. There's probably some entrepreneurs and company leaders watching this today who want to know, what's your advice? Like, how can they be as successful as you have been?
I would say that focused approach and hard work and a strong team is required to achieve whatever you like to achieve.
That's a very humble statement for a leader to make. What kind of leadership do you think is necessary in order to effect that?
I would say, in general, a good understanding of the subject matter is required, so that you really understand things in detail, that how your strategy is going to be implemented in the real life situation.
Yeah.
So that is very important to understand things to a great extent, so that the strategy and the action both are complementary to each other.
Yeah. Well, it's been great talking to you, and congratulations on this real run that you're under right now, being able to bring your revenue up, bring your employment up, bring your manufacturing capacity up, and very clearly you're on the cusp of some other things when patents come through and all that. So you ultimately are going to be a larger and larger player in our system. I want to thank you for your time today, Alakh.
Thank you, Kirk, once again.
Alakh Prasad is President and CEO of Quadrogen Power Systems. Our series is brought to you by the Gowling WLG law firm. We're grateful to Gowling for its continued support, particularly during these challenging economic times for all of us. I'm Kirk LaPointe, publisher and editor-in-chief of BIV. Thanks a lot for watching.